27% of teenagers admit that they have juuled or vaped in the last 30 days, according to recent surveys.
But just how prevalent is it in our area? News 3's Andrew Davis sat down with Lowcountry teens to find out in our special report, Vaping Unveiled.
And he is joining us now live from our Lowcountry newsroom.
Well, more than 2,500 people have suffered vaping-related injuries, at least one in all 50 states, and 54 people have died in 27 different states, including Georgia and South Carolina. Those patients range in age from 13 to 77, but the numbers only tell part of the story. I want to hear from teens about the perception of vaping.
What percentage do you think of people in your school juul?
Oh, a good 75%.
Yeah. How many people smoke?
Like, I don't know when that smokes.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, young kids that smoke.
You talk about, like, real cigarettes, everybody, whether you juul or just smoke weed, like, everybody's like, ew, that's so gross, when you're basically doing a very, very similar thing. I feel like you're, like, weird if you don't. For our age and just high school in general, so many people vape and juul.
Right now, you could buy one easy.
Yeah, probably.
But there are still some people that, like, come to school high or, like, get high at school. Just not as many as people juuling. Even if they do see it, they like don't want to be called a snitch for like snitching on someone.
Everybody knows what weed smells like. It's a pretty distinct smell. And like, so if you do that in class, it's gonna be really obvious, but like juuls, if it's like mint or something, it's like, oh, like nobody thinks anything of it.
Juuls were marketed towards teens with the flavors of Baja Blast, mint, mango. If it was meant to be marketed towards like the adult population, would just be regular flavored. It wouldn't have flavors like Sour Patch Kids and Starburst.
Because they were like made for people to stop smoking as much, I guess.
So do you believe that juuls are less dangerous than cigarettes?
Well, no. In my opinion, no.
But you just said you thought.
Well, the companies made it seem like that.
Is smoking worse for you than juuling?
I mean, they're kind of like even, because like either way, they both have nicotine in them. They both mess up your lungs.
I think of juuling, I don't think it's a good thing for you. I don't think it's going to have positive effects for you and your health. But when I think of it, I don't think you can die from it.
Wrestlers are in really good shape, so like obviously their lungs would be stronger, I guess, or they'd be able to take in more. Some of them juul all the time, like every day, like 5 times a day, but like they're perfectly fine at the end of it.
You think they'll be perfectly fine in a month, 2 months, 6 months?
Who knows?
You have like a pain tolerance. It's like you have a tolerance to how much you can take, how much you can handle, how much you can't. And I feel like it's like that. Like if you take too much, more than you can handle, like something bad's gonna happen.
They made an assembly talking to students that juuling and stuff like that was bad. And they sort of like took it as a joke. People weren't taking it seriously.
They're starting to come down on it and
Yeah.
catch people and penalties and all types
And
of
they
stuff.
like
Teachers are more
and they know what it
now.
is now.
Yeah.
Like they know what it is, they know what it looks like. So it's a lot harder for kids to do it.
I think last year they were completely oblivious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And don't just like turn away. Like pay attention. Don't like just watch what they're doing. It's not that hard to find.
So it's going to take a mass amount of death and destruction and people writing and using the internet to say, oh, this is bad, it did this to me, it did this to my family, someone in my family died. Like it's going to take that sentimental impact for people to change.
Now, the teens say buying a Juul, wax pen, or Enjoy is easy on the internet or even in just the halls of school. One survey shows that 14% of high school students say they vaped marijuana in the last year. That's up 7%. And 83% of the injuries and deaths have resulted from e-cigarettes containing THC. We've got an extended interview with those teens at our website, wsav.com/vaping. Andrew Davis, WSAV News 3.